In this video, I'm going to show you 3 storytelling tips from Pixar to help you become a better entrepreneur or marketer. The first thing is that we are more valued for trying than for success. Justin Welsh is a good example of it in one of his posts. 18 months ago, I started my first email newsletter, I failed miserably and quit. As a reader, as a viewer, we always love when there is someone facing big struggles and failing because we want to know what happens next. We value people who take action and we want to follow them. And that should be included in each and every one of your stories. In Ratatouille, Linguini tried to save his job, and when he learns he's Gusto's son, he's gonna try to save the restaurant. In the end, he fails, because obviously you can't have a 5-star restaurant when you have an army of rats in the kitchen. But it's okay, because he tried, and he did his best. And sometimes, if failing means finding your happy place, then it's a win. That's why you should always build in public. Write on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, or wherever you're posting your progress and why you are doing each thing. If you fail, talk about it. Each failure is actually impressive for someone who has never tried anything, which is 99% of the population out there. The second tip for great storytelling is to understand what your character is comfortable with. And then you throw the polar opposite at him and see how he reacts. Here, Justin is also making a great example. First, if you don't understand human emotion, it's tough to write great copy. I struggled to write effectively for the first 6 months on social media. I didn't have a system, didn't understand the psychology, didn't know anything about copywriting. This is really intriguing because we see someone who is struggling with the key skills that are needed to accomplish and become a great copywriter. This is a huge trigger for our curiosity as it pushes us to scroll down and learn more about what happens next. In Finding Nemo, Marlin is a caring father, always trying to protect his son from dangers. However, in the entire movie, he has to go outside of his comfort zone in order to find back his son that is in danger. Nemo, Nemo! Which is basically throwing the polar opposite directly at Marlin, and this is what the viewer is excited about. We want to see how people in uncomfortable situations are reacting. And that's exactly why being vulnerable and sharing your experience in public is often a great way to build relationships and tell great stories to your audience. The third tip is to always finish your story. Let go even if it's not perfect. Move on and do better next time. A good example here is a post that I've been writing that generated 168,000 impressions on LinkedIn. I told a story about something that I did that was not perfect, where I stopped visiting my parents and stopped talking with them. I even shared that I doubted myself and felt like a failure at the time. I showcased my biggest mistakes being my pride, and that it ended in me not seeing my parents for more than a year. We all do mistakes, and it's important to share it with the audience. That's what makes you human. All these tips regarding storytelling will help you to connect with people in a much more emotional way and build stronger relationships with your audience. Do you have more storytelling tips? I'd love to know in the comments.